What is up, gentlemen, and welcome back to the first episode of 2023. On today's episode, I want to start off with a topic that is near and dear to my heart, which is how does one in 2023 dress like a masculine man, right? What are the key tenets of masculine fashion? This is an interesting question because really, what is masculine fashion? And I encourage you to check out the link in the description because I actually have put a very, very well done episode together, which is why men should actually care about how they dress. So this is a technical and a professional follow-up to that. How do we dress in a masculine way? Well, there's 11 key ways to do that, and I'll keep it extremely simple. I'll start off with number one. Fit is going to be everything. To dress like a masculine man, you must look like a masculine man. So your core fit should actually show off the best parts of your physique. If you look at what it means to have a masculine figure, it means broad shoulders, narrow waist. Make sure that you're creating and curating your wardrobe in a way that actually brings out the best of your physique, that actually pushes the masculine side of your physique. You want to have a fitted wardrobe that is specifically tailored to you. So something that's fitted on the chest, arms, around the shoulders. You don't want to have too much excess fabric. Make sure that you're using darts at the waist in order to remove some of that fabric to taper in towards the waist. And then of course, when it comes to your pants, nothing too tight and nothing too loose. You want something that is creating a visual, streamlined look to your physique that can actually enhance your masculine features and your masculine physique. Number two is to always choose quality over quantity. Fashion is interesting because fashion has been completely redefined, and with fast fashion, Zara, H&M, a lot of these brands, especially a lot of these smaller social media brands that we see pop up, it can be very, very enticing to update your wardrobe very frequently. And what most people do is they tend to buy cheaper quality stuff, but much, much more frequently. And what I would recommend is invest into key pieces. Spend more per piece, but what you'll notice is your cost per wear is going to go dramatically down. So choose consistently to purchase quality over quantity. Curate a wardrobe of essentials, of neutral colors, of neutral pants, of socks, of shoes that you're able to mix and match, that you're able to craft many, many different outfits, as opposed to haphazardly selecting fast fashion outfits that really have no rhyme or reason to be put together. You're going to notice that you get a lot more wears out of the individual piece because it is of a higher quality. And if you're selecting it strategically, if you're knowing what pieces to select, you're able to mix and match and to get a lot more use out of this. I'll give you guys a very clear example. In the beginning of 2021 or mid 2021, I completely revitalized my wardrobe. I went from purchasing very sort of standardized fashion forward pieces or fashion based pieces, and I started to invest into a more classical wardrobe. The reason for a classical wardrobe was, number one, the quality was much, much better. So when I would wear the piece, I would be drawn back to it time and time again. It also would not wear out over time. It was just made to a higher caliber and higher quality. So I was able to wear it much more often versus a Zara piece where I might wear it once, twice, three times. And just because of the quality, because of the style, I would get completely fed up with it. And I just wouldn't find myself coming back to it time and time again. But if you spent, say, $200, $300 on a pair of pants, sure, you might not be at that level right now, but that is something to aspire to. You find yourself, number one, valuing that quality more. Two, you're just more inclined to wear it time and time again because you understand the level of workmanship, the quality of materials, the quality of construction that's been put into it. So focus on building a quality wardrobe that is versatile. Select neutral colors. If you're looking for shirts, white shirts are great. Powder blue shirts are great. Black shirts are great. Burgundy shirts are great. Create and craft outfits that you can mix and match with. Pants, again, navy blue. Dark charcoal is very, very good. I wouldn't go for a pure black. Dark charcoal is extremely versatile. You might want to go for a beige pair of pants, maybe a cream pair of pants. All of these will allow you to really mix and match. Shoes, again, stick to neutrals, black, brown. If you want to go for a very dark maroon, you can do that as well. But it's just simplicity is key. Focus on quality, simplicity, and honestly, your outfit will do the talking and the work for you. Number three is actually to pick a masculine style. So what does this mean? What is a masculine style? Well, I know what it isn't a masculine style. What isn't a masculine style is something that is overly trendy. It's too focused on what we see on social media, on what others are wearing, on what society tells us is sort of what we need to wear today, which is this very laid back, casual, a little bit of an effeminate look. What is a masculine style can be different depending on who you are as a person. For me, it's a more formal style. It's a more classical style. I have three key looks that I typically go for. Number one is the very straightforward classical look, which is typically navy blue pants, a white shirt, a blazer, something that's blue, Second is sort of my darker, more seductive look, and it's important to have those different looks about you, which typically for me would be dark colors, all black, florals, prints, something that is a little bit more sensual. And then the last one is more of my, I would call my wooden look or my warmer look. It's browns, it's dark olives, it's teals or taupes. These colors, when they come together, just create a warmer, more outdoorsy look. And again, it depends on your personality, but I find that these 3 different looks give me a lot to play with. When I'm dressing up for nighttime, I'll go for a more sensual, seductive look. When I'm dressing up for a more warm day, I'll go for that warmer, woody look. If I'm going for a more formal, straight to the point, I'll go for my classical look. I'll go for my pragmatic look. Number 4 is keep it simple. Wear neutral colors. Some colors that you definitely want to invest into are going to be white, off-white, powder pink, powder blue. A great sort of medium blue shirt always works. A mint green shirt. Try to avoid loud patterns. You can get into that as you become more sophisticated and you become more comfortable with the looks that you're bringing to the table. But starting off, keep it simple. Build up your confidence. I know that it can be very daunting to go from dressing in a very casual way to dressing in a more well put together, in a more classical way. It can seem pretentious at first, and God knows that this is how I might have felt at first, right? People, or you might think people are looking at you and thinking, who's this person? Who does he think he is? Number 1, people don't really care that much. That's the simple reality. 2, you're in your head. 3, at the end of the day, you need to dress for the way that you wish to see yourself. So if this is a more classical way, then it should not matter what others think. Number 5, and this may seem counterintuitive, is to craft very, very simple outfits. When I dress, really all I'm dressed in is my shirt, my pants, knee-high socks or over-the-calf socks, a great pair of classical shoes, and obviously a jacket. Sure, if I want to take it up a notch, I'll wear a 3-piece, or I might wear patterns as well. But when you're starting off, keep it very simple. Really, navy blue trousers, white shirt, tucked in, nice medium navy, dark black, or dark brown shoes. That's all you need. Stick to these simple basics. A good fit, a good quality suit alone is going to make you look miles better than anyone that's out there. So take confidence in that and keep it simple. Take your journey step by step. Number 6 is to always build a timeless wardrobe. So this goes back to the first or the second point that I made, which is choose quality over quantity. When you build a timeless wardrobe, you build a wardrobe that can be worn in all seasons, a wardrobe that is appropriate during all times of year, regardless of the situation. It's always better to be slightly overdressed than underdressed. So if you have a versatile wardrobe, if you have a timeless wardrobe, something that you know is not going to go out of season next year or in 2 years or in 5 years, well, number 1, you'll be willing to invest more into that wardrobe up front because you know you're going to be able to use it for years and years to come. A specific thing that I see where it's definitely useful to spend a lot of money is in timeless pieces. So what are some of these timeless pieces? Well, it could be a trench coat. It could be a coat that you know that you're going to wear every winter for the next 20 years. So you might as well spend the money on that trench coat as opposed to buying one every single season. 2, it could be definitely on a suit, a well-made suit, a fitted suit, a made to measure, or even a bespoke if you have the ability to do so. This is something that you're going to get a lot of use of time and time again. A good watch. A good watch is something you can wear from now till the day you die. You can pass it on to your kids. So why not spend the extra money towards something that you're actually going to want to have in the next 10, 15 years, as opposed to getting a movement watch or a Daniel Wellington or something that you're just going to get bored of and you're going to end up throwing. That's $300, $400 down the drain, as opposed to buying a timepiece that you can be proud of, that you can pass on to your kids. Number 7, please guys, avoid trendy clothing. And of course, this isn't to say that with streetwear or tech wear, you can't create these beautiful fits that are well put together, that have great attention to detail and great color matching. But when it comes to trendy outfits, especially if you're getting into the space and you're not this super snobby fashionista, trendy outfits are very difficult to put together without you just looking like everyone else or looking like you just took the catalog or what you saw on Instagram and you put the same fit together. At least with a classical look, really not many people are doing that because I feel like a lot of people don't understand the value in it. Again, they look back at it as a little bit of a sort of style affect or sort of a pretentious way to approach fashion. But on the flip side, by keeping it classical, it's very, very easy to avoid falling into the trap of trendy clothing that everyone else is wearing. You don't want to look like a bot. You don't want to look like an NPC. You don't want to look like you just took Comme des Garçons or you took whatever it is, Fear of God, and you just slapped it on and that's all you're wearing because that's what you see everyone else is wearing. Come on, for God's sake, be a little bit unique and dress the way that you wish to dress, as opposed to what Instagram or what TikTok or what YouTube tells you should dress like. And now, you know, YouTube is currently telling you what to dress like, but this is the good side of YouTube, not the bad side. Next up is to buy a quality pair of shoes. And with shoes, you have to understand that shoes really do make the outfit. You can have a $5,000 bespoke suit on, but if your shoes are trash, the entire outfit is going to be rendered completely useless. So make sure you invest in a great pair of shoes. And obviously, you don't want to be spending too much on a variety of shoes that you're going to get a limited use case out of. So if you were to start off building your wardrobe, what would be the core shoes that I'd go for? I'd go for cap toe Oxfords, just simple calfskin black cap toe Oxfords. I'd go for a dress Chelsea boots, again something black or brown. I'd go for a loafer, and definitely I will go for a monk strap or a double monk strap. These 4 shoes are going to give you everything that you need to craft multiple outfits. And honestly, these types of shoes are going to be shoes that you're going to get a lot of use out of day in, day out, through multiple seasons and through multiple years. Number 9 is that you can actually enhance the texture and the depth of your outfit and to create more of a masculine look by crafting outfits with multiple layers. So if you look at some of the most masculine media-based outfits that we see, right? If you look at someone like Thomas Shelby that is in Peaky Blinders, this is a person that dresses with a lot of layers. But at the same time, it looks quite simple, straightforward, and put together. There's a reason that that layered look has such a functional and masculine appeal. It's not only because of media, it's because of the way that the associations are made between classical fashion and a masculine mindset. So take the advantage, wear a jacket. You can wear a 3-piece if you're into that. You wear a trench coat, consider layering, consider adding a sweater, consider creating and crafting simple outfits that are made out of neutral colors but are based off of multiple layers. Don't be afraid to take it a step up or to turn it up a notch once you're ready and you're willing and you're financially capable of doing so. Last but definitely not least, and this is an esoteric and a mental concept, but if you want to dress like a masculine man, you must think like a masculine man, right? The way you present yourself to the world, the way you speak, the way you talk, the way you walk, all of this is going to be actually more important than the way you dress. So both of these things can play together. But what does it mean to have a masculine mindset? I've done a separate video in the past that I highly recommend you check out, but there's 5 key tenets to thinking like a man, especially in the modern day and age. Number 1 is nobody cares about you. 2 is you have to really take care of yourself first before you can take care of others. 3, don't care or try not to give too much of a F regarding other people's opinions about you or your life. You have to be able to structure your life in a way that you see as the right one true path for yourself. 4, accept that you are a man and that you should be a man, and that is something that is completely acceptable despite what others may tell you. And 5 is that you must dare to be dangerous. You must dare to actually get in front of people and demand what you want and to go after what you want and be willing to face rejection and be willing to stand up what you wish to stand up for, regardless of what anyone thinks. You must do what is right for you. So guys, if you enjoyed this episode, please let us start off 2023 with an amazing, massive thumbs up from you guys. I can't wait for all of the content that's going to drop on this channel. I know that a ton of you guys are going to get a lot of use out of it. So without further ado, guys, have an amazing one, and I can't wait to share 2023 with you.